another lesson with the EMA. Well, this is actually not another lesson, it's just a continuation or an update of the video which we did less than 24 hours ago of the geopolitical factors and also the SHCs and also the CDCs. So we said we have the SHCs, which are JPY, CHF, and also gold. We say they become strong during such times where there is global economic chaos. So in the case of the coronavirus right now, so you'll see the strength of the SHCs, and we also have the CDCs, the commodity dependent currencies or export dependent currencies. So the main ones are AUD, NZD, and also CAD or CAD. So these are the main CDCs. Then we also added NASDAQ. And crude oil. So all in all, a summary of what we were basically talking about was that during such times whereby the coronavirus continues to spread and it's causing the closing of stadiums, shows are being cancelled, the infections are rising, it's chaotic. So there hasn't been a vaccine yet. So this is what we said in such times. The SHCs, JPY, CHF, and gold, they will gain strength, meaning they will rise. Then the CDCs, AUD, NZD, and CAD, they will drop. They become weak. Then NASDAQ will also drop, as it's a stock index. When the stock market drops or crashes, NASDAQ follows. Then we also have crude oil. We said it will also drop. It follows the direction of NASDAQ, and they both oppose the movement of gold. So let's just take a quick look. If this is indeed happening. So we'll be focusing on this area here. I want you to focus on this area here. Just look at the gaps, then it continued to go down because the SHCs are strong. Remember, one other thing is that when we say a currency is going to be strong, when we say a currency will be strong and then it's a code, that means the currency pair is going to go down. So when we say JPY will be strong and you find that JPY is a code, this stands for any currency against JPY. So when we say JPY is going to be strong, it means this currency pair will go down. So every currency pair like this is going to fall because JPY is strong. But then when we say JPY will be weak, the currency pair will rise. Same applies for CHF. When CHF is strong, the currency pair goes down. So when we say the CDCs are weak, let's just say AUD, it means since AUD is a base in most cases, the currency pair will go down because AUD is weak and it's also a base. Same applies for NZD. I hope you are getting the picture right now. It will drop. Then gold rises gold will rise. Remember, gold is one of the SHCs. It becomes strong during such time. It rises. Then Nasdaq falls. Then crude oil also falls. So let's just go and take a look. It hasn't been 24 hours yet since we made the last video, but then I just want you to take a look. So let's start with JPY pairs, AUD JPY. It kept down, then continued to go down, because right now we have a CDC and also an SHC in the same, so there will be major movement on this pair. So we have a currency which is weak as a base, then we also have a currency which is strong as a quote. So there will be massive movement on this one. It kept to the low, then continued to go down, exactly as we predicted. CAD JPY, same story. CDC, SHC. So we also have these ones. These ones are both SHCs, but then JPY was the one which was more strong. So it's going down. Any pair, XXX JPY, it's going down. Euro JPY. Okay, it's taking time to load, but then same story. Gap down, continue to go down. GBP JPY. So my network is having problems, but then we hope that you are able to get the picture. NZD JPY. Gap down, continue. USD JPY. Same story. Now let's go to CHF. You saw with USD CHF, I started out with it. Gap down. Okay, let's go. Gap down, continue to go down. CHF was strong. AUD, same story. CAD, you'll also find that it's the same story. Euro CHF, it's also doing the same thing. I'm having some minor network problems here with my connection, my internet connection, but then here it is. We are back now. So if you check, okay, GBP gap down, continue to go down. Then okay, NZD gap down, continue to go down. So there are major movements on pairs which have the CDC and also SHC in the currencies. They have the two currencies which are SHC and CDC in the same currency pair. These are the pairs which move the most. As you can see, AUD JPY, NZD JPY, AUD CHF, NZD CHF, they are the ones which move the most. So we said gold should go up. Kept up, spiked to the high. Gold euro didn't move that much. Gold USD also went up. AUD NZD spiked on both sides because they are both, the currencies involved here are both CDCs. Let's look at Euro NZD. Gap up, then spiking, but then it went really up. Because NZD is one, remember, NZD is one of the export dependent commodities. It's weak right now. It's weak. So as you can see, major spikes, and a major fall, more than 100 pips. It's actually more than 300 pips, if I'm not mistaken. These are big moves on a Monday. Not 24 hours have passed since the currency market has opened, but then we're already experiencing such. Once again, not surprised, because we know what's running the markets right now. Let's go to crude oil. We said it should fall. Gap to the low, it has continued to fall. Nasdaq, fall. Gap to the lows, it has continued to fall. Just as we predicted. So from just seeing this, you can see that the market is reacting very crazy. It's reacting very crazy, but then we know why it's reacting this way. So eventually there will be a vaccine or a cure. I don't know if a virus can be cured. I think it can be vaccinated against and treated. But then, whichever the solution for this virus, that's when you'll start seeing a reversal. That's why we start talking about the strategy called buy fear and sell the greed. A strategy called buy fear. This is a strategy, the one which we have just explained, of geopolitical factors. Now we have another strategy of buy fear and sell greed. So we'll make another video for the strategy. Right now we're just trying to highlight how trading geopolitical factors can benefit you. It's a simple strategy, but then you just have to wait for a reaction. You don't just jump in due to headlines saying this and that, because sometimes you can be sold a false story. You wait a bit, because remember, currencies take a bit longer to react as opposed to stocks and also commodities. The currencies take a bit longer. They can take days to weeks, because they have more factors than geopolitical ones, which determine their overall strength or weakness. So you can wait days to weeks and even a month before you see your desired reaction. So remember this: you are not a trader because you are trading. Rather, you are trading because you are a trader. I hope I'm making sense right now, because these are strange days we are living in. The balance of power is shifting from the hands that thought were in control to you. The balance of power is shifting to you, who are ready to take over. If you are ready to take over, then the balance of power is shifting to you. So this is your time. Please don't waste it. Please don't waste it. It's time to make a lot of money. We've already made money. It's time we're going to make more. We've shown you the proof. We've shown you the results. We've shown you our results. Not only talking, but then we have traded these. We have benefited from this. We'll continue to benefit from this. Even when a solution is found, we know that a reversal is imminent. We just have to wait a few weeks to some months for the economies to recover. Then we will start making proper money. So most technical setups are being invalidated right now. Most strategies are having false moves, are giving false signals right now, and we can't blame them, because right now what's moving the market, it's geopolitical fear. It's no longer about technicals or something. It's just pure fundamental dynamics, what's happening right now. Because I don't know if you saw this, but then spikes like this, gaps actually, movements like this on market open, this is just, and there were no news releases. Every pair is just going ballistics. So that's it for now. Let's just wrap things up. Then we'll talk about the strategy of buying fear and selling greed when the time is right to buy the fear. Because when this is happening, you should also know that market makers, they are having fun with such moves. They're having fun with such moves, invalidating technical setups, giving all sorts of false setups and everything. You just have to be vigilant, be very vigilant when trading in such times. You have to be very, very vigilant, practice proper risk management, and also do some research. Knowledge is power. Investment in it pays the greatest interest. So that's it for now. Thank you. Stay blessed.